Welcome back to Iowa Live. Lou and Michelle here, hanging out with Nathan McVeigh because it is time for NateFlix.
Yes,
Find out what is coming up on the big screen and what you recommend seeing on the big screen. And we're talking about a couple of biggies here this week.
Yes, definitely. I've got a review for one and then a preview for the other.
Okay, because we're talking about two of the movies that this weekend a lot of people are going to go see.
And very, very, very different movies.
Oh, you think?
Not really linked whatsoever.
All right, so, what are we going to start with, young man?
Okay, I got a question for you. Do you like monster movies?
I love monster movies.
Okay, well, if you love monster movies, then you're going to love Godzilla, because Godzilla, King of the Monsters, is the king of the monster movies. It basically kind of just throws all logic and really character development and like intense emotions and just puts in as many monsters as you can find, all of the explosions, big time action scenes, and lots of fire.
See, that was growing up on TV, that was our favorite show to watch, was Godzilla.
Yes, well, and it's great. You know, I wasn't really that big into Godzilla growing up. I knew of like the old Japanese movies and the cartoons, and then the newer versions that came out in the last 20-some years. And so like I went into it like, okay, well, what am I going to expect? And then as everything was kind of going on, I was like, oh, this is a Godzilla movie. Like, there's so many monsters in here. And it's kind of the...
Is there a story? Is there a premise, or you just want to show monsters?
What is your definition of a story?
Right?
That's really the question. No, there is a clear story. It works with the 2014 version of the film. Kind of takes place right after. It's played by the main couple with Kyle Chandler and Vera Farmiga. They lose their son after the first attack in 2014, and so together with their daughter, they kind of want vengeance, and they have like a resentment towards Godzilla and all of the monsters. And so they try to develop a program to where they can find them, but then other like eco-terrorists get involved, and it kind of becomes a plot to where if they have all the monsters and they kill most of the people, you have population control, and it's intricate, it's deep, it tries really hard for a plot, and it gets there. It's the table's set. But if you're not going to a Godzilla movie to like have some real human emotion and like really get wrapped up in the heart of the story, it delivers on everything that you want.
But they're saying that this could be one of the biggest movies of the weekend.
I think so. I think it'll do well. I don't think it'll do as well as, say, what Aladdin's done, and it's not going to touch Marvel. The reviews for it have been really poor, which surprises me because it's exactly what you're expecting. Like, you can't go into this movie expecting an Academy Award contender by any means. And so it's just, it delivers on everything that it does. Like, it's super cheesy, some of the dialogue, like there's some really dumb jokes, and it's like they're one-liners, like Bradley Whitford's in it, and he's so funny, but he just says some things you're like, oh, that was dumb. That was cheesy.
Yeah, there was one portion of a clip that we saw over the past couple of days, couple of teaser things that were going on where it looked like they were at a governmental meeting talking about Godzilla, and one of the representatives said, "Oh, well, is Godzilla? You want to make Godzilla our pet?" And what was the whole premise behind that?
Well, he says, actually, we're going to be the pets of Godzilla. That's how
he responded to it. Yeah.
And so the whole idea is for the two like mass factors to like kind of benefit off of each other. A symbiotic relationship.
So is Godzilla a good guy or a bad guy?
Yeah, Godzilla's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Godzilla comes to the rescue, just like he does in the first one.
Right.
But it's that whole, it's the same like King Kong thing. That's like he's a monster, so everyone wants to kill him, but then really he's the only thing that can protect you from these other monsters, like the woolly mammoths and the three-headed hydras and the pterodactyls flying around. It's crazy. Like if I was a 6-year-old kid, this would just be the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, but you're talking about it. You're getting excited talking about it. So it sounds like you had a good time watching it.
I did. My only issue is like some of the special effects were kind of like bad, because you couldn't really tell. So I don't know if their budget came up a little short on some things, and then just like, we're good. No one's gonna mind. Like they get it. Fire and explosions. We're getting the point across. But yeah, it's this. I'm not the craziest about monster movies. I would rather see a movie that like I feel something and there's a clear like beginning, middle, and end, and arc. But this one's fine. This is the kind of movie you just get the biggest popcorn you can find, see it in a really loud theater, and just turn your brain off for 2 hours and 12 minutes
and have fun.
Just have fun.
Okay,
now kind of movie right there.
Now. Another important question with the movie Godzilla. Did we have some music that should be in that movie?
Before I left yesterday, he's like, "There's an important task I have for you, Nathan," and you said you have to find out if Blue Oyster Cult's in it, because you were very upset that they were not in the last one. So they aren't in it. But when the credits roll, it's a cover of their song. So in a way, it's an ode to
Kind of,
Bowie.
Okay, so the song is there.
Yeah, it's like the lead singer of System of a Down. I was like, who is this? Oh, this is weird. But in a way, yes,
So,
it's a proper
the song
ode.
Godzilla's on there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Good.
So we're okay.
We're okay.
Lose seal of approval.
We're okay.
Yes.
We're okay. All right. Now the other. movie
Yes.
that people
So
are talking
this
about.
is going to be a movie where I probably feel something, and if I don't feel something, it's probably because I'm dead inside. It is the story of Elton John, Rocket Man.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a biopic. I think it's following in suit with that Bohemian Rhapsody, even though this film was in production before, as Bohemian was. It tells the story of Elton John, tracks him from 1950s all the way to 80s as he goes through his demons, whether it be with drugs, his personal life, his growth, and then it kind of is accompanied with his brilliant music. This actually has the seal of approval from Iowa Live's very own Jackie.
Right, she went and saw it on the big screen.
She came by my desk and she said, "I saw it. It's great." And I was like, "Well, I have to tell the world." So she's stealing my job there, but it's okay. We'll let
she
it
saw
go.
it at the IMAX, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, she did. She did. So this has Taron Egerton, which is really kind of funny because in Kingsman 2, probably a movie you missed, Lou.
Yeah, you're right.
He starred in it alongside Elton John, where Elton John actually played himself as Taron Egerton was like, the hitman, like pseudo James Bond. And so now, a few years later, he's playing Elton John in it. It's really interesting to go through the history of casting. Tom Hardy was attached to Elton John for a really long time. They even considered casting Justin Timberlake, which...
Right, that's what I heard. Originally, I think that was what they were talking about.
It wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked.
You don't think so?
Because you would have been seeing Justin Timberlake play Elton John. Taron Egerton is a really good blend of a really good actor, but someone that's not bigger than the role yet, to where you're not just looking at him. Like when I saw First Man last year, the Neil Armstrong film, I really enjoyed it, but I was seeing Ryan Gosling play Neil Armstrong, and you couldn't ever just see Neil Armstrong. You were just like, oh, super handsome actor playing this guy. Like the star was too big. From what I hear, this film has had amazing critical reception. It premiered at Cannes in France, and standing ovations. People said that Taron Egerton's great. He sings in it. Apparently, he's really, really good. A lot of music in it. The soundtrack's like 20 songs long.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be good. And from everything I hear, it has the stamp of approval of Elton John, because lucky for him, he's still alive. So he was able to serve as a consulting producer.
Really?
Was
so
very
that gives
part
a little
of it.
bit of authentic, not a little bit, a lot of authenticity.
Yeah, and from everything that he said, he is so happy this film got made, and it's a privilege that he got to be a part of it. So I think it's going to be good. I'm planning on seeing it.
All right.
Yes.
That's good. How do you think it'll do this weekend then?
I think this will do really well. I think this will surprise people because Elton John has a lot of fans.
Oh, no question about that.
Very, very popular. And I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be really
Do you think this will be in the ranks of Bohemian Rhapsody or not?
It can only hope. I think so. I wouldn't be surprised if
because we're comparing apples to apples
for sure.
here,
And I wouldn't be surprised if he's nominated for an Oscar.
Oh, really?
Come next year.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just good. It's those people love it. People love to hear music really loud in a theater. It becomes a sing along thing.
Especially the classic rock like this. People can really dial into the classic rock.
And just getting that story, the back.
And it's summertime. People want to see something.
Yeah,
I think it's going to do really well.
All right,
yes.
perfect. So again, people want to go out and check out movies. Any suggestions on where to go?
Well, the Iowa Theater is always a wonderful stop in Winterset, just 25 minutes south of Des Moines. It's a wonderful place. It's rustic. It's as good as it can get. This weekend they're showing A Dog's Journey.
Oh, really?
Yes. If you want to go and have a good cry.
I was going to say, the last dog movie like this one, the first one, I cried at that one.
Right,
yeah.
That one was.
I cried at Dog's Purpose. I'm not afraid to say that.
Well, I think you're going to cry a few more times.
I'm going to go check out this dog movie too then.
Outstanding.
Nate, thank you, sir.
Always
Great
my
job
pleasure.
as always.
Thank
It
you.
is 20 minutes past.